Alright, what's up guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling, and today are going to be talking about Paul Heyman as a manager, as a promoter, everything. We're going to be discussing him, and when I say we, I mean me, and my special guest once again, Kyle, who you can follow on Twitter at KyleSmithWW, and we will be discussing and most likely arguing, so please watching if you want to see that. Alright, I'm going to be starting this one out. I am going to give my opinions, overall opinions, on Paul Heyman right now. And then I'll hand it over to him, and then there'll probably be arguments, like I said at the beginning. Alright, so my overall opinion of Paul Heyman. I am, in fact, a Paul Heyman guy. I am a Paul Heyman fan. I have the shirt, I have everything. He, in my opinion, is one of the best managers, if not the best manager. I don't think he's the best manager of all time, but I think he is definitely up there. Definitely up there. He, of the modern era, definitely first. Definitely first. He's one of the smartest people in the business. I think that he's great at booking. When he used to book in the thousands, and when he was, even with the ECW, he was a great booker. And he knows talent when he sees it. He really helps out young talent, as you see with him discovering CM Punk, see him managing Cesaro. Brock Lesnar, well, yeah, when he was young, he discovered him, basically, and helped him become a main eventer, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much my overall opinion. He's one of the best managers ever. Now, what's your thoughts on this, Kyle?
Alright, Paul Heyman, of course, WWE manager, like you said, has managed the likes of CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, a couple guys you mentioned there, Curtis Axel, Ryback, I don't even know who else, Big Show, I think he had managed him before, and at the moment, Cesaro. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not a big Paul Heyman fan, like you. I just don't like Paul Heyman. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he acts. I guess he did discover CM Punk's career, but CM Punk got through years and years without Paul Heyman. CM Punk did fine, and CM Punk doesn't even need that mouthpiece like Paul Heyman. I mean, all CM Punk did, or all Paul Heyman did, was follow him around and hold a championship belt for him. Yeah, what is he? Is freaking luggage carrier or something. That's all Paul Heyman was good for. And then he wanted to do a really bonehead act on Monday Night Raw last year when he dressed up as Paul Bear. I mean, that's disrespectful in my opinion. And I might have drew heat, but really, Paul, you're just jealous of Paul Bear because you're not as good as Paul Bear. Paul Bear was always a better manager than you. Why? Because he's not boring. All you do week after week is come out there and say, Mark Klein, Brock Lesnar conquered the Undertaker streak. Yeah, we know. And he wasn't even deserving of it. That's why Brock Lesnar left, because he probably got tired of you back in 2004. So he was like, man, I got to get rid of this guy. Let me go over to UFC. Maybe I won't have to deal with him from there. And then when he came back, he's like, oh, crap. At least I'm only part-time when I'm with you. He didn't do anything for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is better off without you. That's why he had a huge UFC career. Where were you, Paul? Doing nothing. That's why he got fired from World Wrestling Entertainment in 2006. That's why ECW died. That's why ECW isn't even around anymore, because of you. You know, I'm going to end my rant now, but I am not a big Paul Heyman fan. I'll admit, I do respect him for the kind of stuff he's done. He's a good guy. He seems like a nice guy, but on TV, I just don't like him. And there it is. So it appears we have a kiss-ass over there, and we have me who speaks the truth and is not a big fan of somebody like Paul Heyman, who looks like a rat, who looks like a walrus, who... He's 300 pounds probably, and has never wrestled in his life and thinks he knows anything about wrestling. So, there you have it. Do you have any thoughts on my thoughts on Paul Heyman, sir? Are you going to kiss some more ass?
Well, you did have some good points. Just kidding. No, you did have some good points, though, seriously. You did, when it came to when he was with CM Punk, he did not do really anything. And... the Paul Bearer thing was kind of disrespectful, I admit, and, but, I'll have you know that his client, Brock Lesnar, conquered the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. Sure, it was a bad business move, but Paul Heyman was the manager. Anywho, he was the one who made ECW, and I am personally a big ECW fan.
Where is it at now? Is it still around?
Oh, no, it's not, because... because it's not Paul Heyman's fault, though. It's not his fault, as far as I know.
Whose fault is it then? Vince Russo's? Eric Bischoff's?
Man, I don't know, but I really doubt it was him. It was financial issues. I don't think Paul Heyman managed all that, alright?
You want to know why it was financial issues? Because Paul Heyman probably went and bought all the Twinkies in the world, so he didn't have no money left. He had to buy all of his Twinkies, so he couldn't even pay his wrestlers. And then they all ended up leaving the promotion.
Oh, so now we're getting offensive against Paul Heyman. That much.
Joke.
Okay. Okay. I don't see how you cannot be a Paul Heyman guy. Sure, he didn't do much with CM Punk, like I said. And sure, he's with Brock Lesnar, who is a part-timer. I hate that about Brock Lesnar. I still like him as a wrestler, though. But still, he's the one behind the 21-1. Alright?
No, he's not. Did he go into the ring and pin The Undertaker 1, 2, 3? Paul Heyman didn't do anything. Brock Lesnar won, not Paul Heyman.
Yes, but with Paul Heyman's help, Brock Lesnar wouldn't have won. That's...
Dude, like, look at how Antonio Cesaro is doing right now with Paul Heyman. He's not doing anything for him. Look how his former clients did. Ryback and Curtis Axel, two of the best guys in the company. What did Paul Heyman do for him? I don't know what Paul Heyman provides as a good manager. I mean, I have to agree with some of your points, but I just don't see anything about Paul Heyman. I like Zeb Coulter more than Paul Heyman. At least Zeb Coulter goes out there and talks shit. I mean, I really just don't see anything with Paul Heyman. I don't know what it is, but I just don't see it. I mean, I realize the fat jokes they're just funny. I mean, it's a big joke, but in all seriousness, I just don't see much in Paul Heyman. I don't know why. It's just something about him, and I don't know. I don't know why you like him. You want to explain a little bit more why you believe Paul Heyman's a great manager? Do you have anything else?
I think I've said it all because it's pretty easy to see all this. And, no, what you're saying about Zeb Coulter, yes, I am also, I can consider myself a Zeb Coulter guy, too. It's always open. I do like Zeb Coulter. He is another great manager. But he comes second when it comes to the greatest managers of the modern era. But, however, he does do great promos, Zeb Coulter does. He really got some heat when he was a heel. Of course, now, when this video is being made, he's a face, which he's doing great at, too, with his pro-American speeches and all that. But Paul Heyman, overall, has, throughout his, I guess, speaking on television, because in ECW he didn't appear that much, but when it came to WWE, he was out there in the ring doing a bunch of stuff. Whether it's trash talking or just, well, that's all he does. But he deserves it. But still, he does great promos throughout his whole speaking time.
He's decent on commentary too. He was an okay commentator. I think him and Jim Ross had some good commentary. That's one thing I do give about Paul Heyman. He's a good commentator. That's about it.
Yes, he was. He was a commentator around the early thousands after, of course, ECW was bought out by WWE, which is sad. But still, he was great at commentating. He's great at promos. He knows how to talk trash more than anybody in WWE history, except for Bobby the Brain Heenan, who's probably the greatest manager of all time. But, still, I just think that he is amazing when it comes to wrestling, and he knows talent when he sees it, all that stuff. It's the whole package when it comes to wrestling. Yeah,
I'll admit he did recruit CM Punk or whatever. Because I watched CM Punk's DVD, I know all about that stuff. Back in the day when he joined Ohio Valley Wrestling, Heyman did recruit Punk. He was like, let's keep this guy on the roster. And you do have a point. If it wasn't for Paul Heyman, CM Punk probably wouldn't have had a WWE career. But he gave him a WWE career, but he did not enhance his career at all. That's the thing I think that people give Paul Heyman. They think that Paul Heyman made the career of CM Punk and made Punk the star. Well, that's not true. Paul Heyman didn't do anything for CM Punk besides give him the job, which was huge. I'll admit it. He recruited him. He was like, all right, let's keep this guy around. And then Paul Heyman went and got fired. I think that was a bit of a kind of turned his back on Punk by getting fired like that and not even, I think that was wrong in the first place. But CM Punk was not affected by it like Curtis Axel was, like Ryback was. Them two poor guys. I mean, are you serious? Like, come on. I mean, did you really have to do that to him? Like, did you have to be their manager only to feud with Punk? And, like, not even focus on, like, right now, here comes Brock Lesnar. Fuck you, Cesaro. Let me just, like, not do anything with you. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I don't understand why they let him manage multiple guys at a time if they're not in a tag team together. So, I don't know.
Well, the thing with CM Punk, yes, he did discover him, and, well, not really discover, but really influenced WWE to sign him when they really didn't want to, for some reason. That was great, and like you said, he didn't really enhance the career. I'll admit that. He didn't enhance CM Punk's career that much, really. All he did was bring him in. But, I still think that when it comes to Paul Heyman finding a Paul Heyman guy in WWE, they most likely become a success. Now, of course, Curtis Axel and Ryback, not saying they're not successes, I'm just saying that they're not up there like they originally looked like they're going to be. Ryback looked like he was going to be a main eventer for years when he started to become hot in the WWE. He was on a hot streak. Of course, he was winning week after week with jobbers, but that's besides the point. But Curtis Axel deserved more, and Ryback deserved more, but still, most likely, when you're a Paul Heyman guy, you're successful. Just look at CM Punk, 434 days with the WWE Championship, longest reign of the modern era with the WWE Championship. Look at Brock Lesnar. Did you know that he conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania? Did you know that?
Yeah, I did, actually, and it wasn't deserving, but we'll get past that.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, all of his clients usually become a success. And Cesaro, he is currently a Paul Heyman guy as we speak. And, of course, Cesaro has great talent. And you mentioned how Paul Heyman didn't enhance CM Punk's career. I don't think he's really helping with Cesaro. But still, Cesaro is still going to be, he should be at least, a big star in the WWE and should be main eventing very soon. At least give him some championship. I still think that if you're a Paul Heyman guy, you're most likely to be successful. Seeing it throughout the history of.
I just think with Paul Heyman is he does have good mic work. I will admit that he really does. Not gonna lie, he isn't like somebody like Randy Orton. Well, I mean, not ripping Randy Orton, but he's not somebody that just has generic promos. He's not repetitive. The only thing he's really repetitive about is the big Lesnar thing that's going on, but it's been effective. But nonetheless, I guess my biggest issue with Paul Heyman, which I've said time and time again, is that I think that he's overrated as a manager. I think that he gets a lot of credit for stuff he doesn't do. I just felt like people are like, Paul Heyman, man, you're with Paul Heyman, you're going to become a manager, or you're going to become a champion because of Paul Heyman as your manager. I just don't think that's the case. I don't think a manager makes the guy. I think the guy makes the guy. Like, I don't think Paul Heyman made CM Punk a champion. I think CM Punk made CM Punk a champion. And Paul Heyman was there to help Brock Lesnar. I mean, I'll admit that, especially somebody like Lesnar who does not have a good mic work at all. And you got a non-wrestler like Paul Heyman who does have decent mic work. So I admit he does help guys' careers, but he doesn't make guys' careers. He doesn't push them to the top. So I've kind of shifted over to not being as hateful on Heyman, but I just feel like he's overrated as a manager, and he's also overweight, but we don't have to get into that.
Oh, okay, you're doing more insults now. Well, I just think that he's amazing when it comes to wrestling. I've pretty much laid down all the reasons why. I mean, for crying out loud, he discovered, basically, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's another thing he did.
What?
Yeah.
When did he discover Stone Cold? Is he Stone Cold's dad? Did he freaking find Stone Cold when he was a kid? I've never heard that.
No. He didn't discover him. I'll take that back. He didn't discover him, but he back in when Paul Heyman used to be in WCW in the early 1990s, he pretty much made him a part of his big stable, the Dangerous Alliance. He added Steve Austin in there, And, of course, later Steve Austin would go over to ECW because Heyman wanted him there. And then, of course, over to WWE, where he really became a star. So I think that Paul Heyman helped not discover him, but helped, him get him out there, and later would kind of go against him, but still, he discovers and helps.
Yeah, I'm not taking that away from Paul Heyman at all. That's one thing about Paul Heyman, like I said before, I'm not taking away from him. I'm not taking away his ability to help superstars rise, but like I said, the only reason I think that he's overrated is because a lot of people make him seem like that he makes guys careers when he doesn't. He is great on the mic, he's good on the mic, but I feel like he's overrated as a manager. He is annoying, but I don't know, it's just the kind of person I am, just to not like Paul Heyman. I don't know why. I have a couple reasons, but overall I'm not sure. You like Paul Heyman, I don't like Paul Heyman. It's not going to be the end of the world. He's a good manager. He's a good on the mic, but I have my differences. You have your differences, and that's that. So there you have it.
Alright, so you've heard both sides of the story. Of course, I'm a Heyman guy, and he's not too into Paul Heyman. So, whose side are you on? And why? Please comment in the comment section, of course, below. And give your feedback, since our motto here is Almost Expert Wrestling. Our opinions, your feedback. Please comment and say who you agree with and why. Maybe give more reasons. That would really help. So, give your side. Alright, that's the video, guys. Like I said, comment whose side of the story you agree with. Of course, you can go to our website here at Almost Expert Wrestling at almostexpertwrestling.weebly.com for news and blogs throughout the whole week. Of course, we give the most important news, not everything. You can follow us here at Almost Expert Wrestling on Twitter at Almost Wrestling, and of course, you can follow Kyle on Twitter. Tell him about that.
Alright guys, do not forget to follow me as well, like he said, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and also comment on this video on who you believe. Are you a Paul Heyman guy, or are you like me and not the biggest Paul Heyman fan in the world? But yeah, like, going to the Twitter, don't forget to follow me as well, at Kyle Smith WWE. I do Raw updates, SmackDown updates, pay-per-view updates, all of that good stuff. It's once again, at Kyle Smith WWE. Take it away, Joe.
And once again, here at Almost Expert Wrestling, at Almost Wrestling, and all the links for everything we just said are in the description as always. And please like, subscribe, subscribe for more videos like this. We'll have many more discussions to come throughout our history here at Almost Expert Wrestling. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you all later.